Hello, and welcome to a demo of the Clarity Benefit Solutions COBRA and Direct Bill platform. To get started, we start at our website, claritybenefitsolutions.com. Here's going to be the starting point for all individuals, whether you are a member of the HR team or a retiree or someone out on leave of absence or a former employee who is COBRA eligible. So the starting point is always going to be our website. And this is where you can access a variety of different information, even before you actually log into your portal. So on the Clarity website, you can find everything about our organization and the products that we administer. So anything from company history, leadership team, legislative updates, frequently asked questions, various resources, how to register, all of our marketing collateral, the ability to access COBRA information as well as other coverage options, which can save qualified beneficiaries money, open enrollment toolkit, eligible expense list, you name it, anything related to our organization, you can find it here on our website. Some of the things I like about the website, first off, in the top left-hand corner, you can translate the page very easily from English to Spanish, Russian, or simplified or traditional Chinese. You can also use Google Translate and translate the entire page into over 80 different languages. Down here in the bottom right corner is our participant chat feature. This is operated by the men and women of our customer service centers in our headquarters in Woodbridge, New Jersey, and our second office in Mesa, Arizona, all during work hours. So you can access any information that you might need by communicating directly with a member of our team. First, you select your language, and then you can begin to communicate with our team. But instead of going in there, because if I do begin a chat, it will actually allow me to chat with a member of our participant service team, I'm going to go ahead up here to the top right corner and click Login. So as you can see, because I've already logged in before, I automatically get logged in again as an administrator. So once I'm in the page, I can click the Manage tab up here, and I can conduct my implementation data gathering and process my renewals. I also have the ability to access all of the Clarity marketing collateral in here under Tools and Resources. And then as I scroll down, I have these three different tabs, or tiles, I should call them. Now, if Mecklenburg County were to move forward with Clarity for COBRA and direct bill services, you would only see this tile right here in the middle. But further down the road, if you decide to expand our partnership and you'd like to add other benefits like the flexible spending accounts or health savings accounts or commuter benefits or ERISA or plan documents, then these other tiles would appear. But if you were to just move forward with us for this year for COBRA and direct bill, this tile right here is all that would appear. So I can go ahead and click this tile, and that will automatically open this page. And this is really your dashboard as an administrator and as an HR team. Now, the nice thing is that during our meeting yesterday, we discussed our integration capabilities with PeopleSoft, which means that these buttons right here on your dashboard, add a new hire, add a COBRA event, add direct billing or retiree event, those will never be necessary, because that information is going to feed over to Clarity system automatically through the integration that we establish with PeopleSoft. This is a huge win for the administrative team because it means no manual data entry, no redundant data entry, and this, of course, reduces your room for error by having the technology handle the eligibility instead of having to do it manually. So let's take a look at what you will use the system for. So let's start by clicking participants here. This is where we can see the information on anyone who is COBRA eligible or is on direct bill. So as I scroll down here, you'll notice that this is a fictitious demo account, and whoever came up with these fictitious employees or former employees really liked Harry Potter. So let's go ahead and select James Potter. And before I do that, you can notice under coverage type, it's very easy to identify if someone is on COBRA, retiree billing. Direct billing is basically leave of absence, but we can, of course, change that language as needed. And you can also easily see someone's dependents. So let's click on James Potter. We're going to click View Participant Details. And this will give us every single element of data and information that the system captures. So we've got the general information. We can see the type of qualifying event right here. It was involuntary. It occurred on December 28th of 2024. Not eligible for disability extension. You can see the coverage status information down here at the bottom. You can also see primary participant details like where they live, their social has been masked, all other information that you might need to know, and the dependents information, and then just an overall summary of the employee information. Now here under consumer accounts, this is where you can actually see how the individual is making their payments to Clarity for their premiums. So you can actually see, have they set up ACH? Is it a one-time ACH? Is it a recurring ACH? This is a fictitious account, so there's no data here, but it does give you the visibility to be able to see what bank accounts the individual has connected to make their payments. Obviously not their full account number, but this can be beneficial with just having the full transparency into when and how individuals are paying their premium. You also have the ability to see their various benefits. So we can see that James and his family were eligible in this Blue Cross Blue Shield high deductible health plan. And you can see what the cost of the premium is over here and who is enrolled under it. You can also see their coverage window, the last possible day of coverage. And you can see what their initial electable plans were. So this, of course, would be right after they were terminated. They can only enroll in the plans they were previously enrolled in until open enrollment, at which time they can decide if they would like to switch plans. We can also view all of their payment history. You can see if they paid one lump sum payment for 3 or 4 months worth of premium, or if they intend to pay 1 month at a time. All of these details are available here within the system. Similarly, you can see their billing periods each month. If you have to reconcile an invoice or if someone reaches out, hopefully they're reaching out to Clarity so we can handle their customer service questions. But you have all of these data elements visible to you. And again, this is updated in real time, and this information is stored in the cloud, not in physical servers, which is very important for the purposes of cybersecurity. Now, in many cases, subsidies can also come over in a file feed. We would be connecting with PeopleSoft to discuss if that is a possibility. But even if it's not, it's very easy to add a subsidy, and our team of experts would train you on this, not just initially during your onboarding, but at any time during the course of your life cycle with Clarity. But really easy and intuitive, as you can see. Let's say someone retires at age 64 and a half, and they've got another 6 months before they're on Medicare. You can just click medical. We want to cover 100%. And we want to cover this for 6 months. So really easy to set this up. And again, our team is always available to continue to educate our clients on this if this does not come over on the file feed, which we fully expect that it would. Next, you have carrier communications. Again, this is all still under James Potter's account. And this is how you track how Clarity is communicating eligibility with the carriers. So you may recall from our meeting this week that Clarity typically builds 834 files with carriers, and that allows us to communicate directly to them. Okay, James Potter has sent in his premium payment. You need to reinstate James and his dependents on this medical plan retro to, February 1st, for example. So that communication goes right out to the carriers. And if you get a carrier who says, oh, no, we never received that communication, Clarity never sent it to us, you can come in here and actually see the proof of that, when it was sent, and all details around it. So again, going back to transparency, audit tracking, and just building that digital audit trail. So no matter what party, claims that there's been a lack of communication in any capacity, we've got the proof, we've got the transparency right here. And going down a little bit further, you can actually see the letter itself. So I think we gave this example in Wednesday's meeting where an employee is terminated, but they have a procedure on their knee next week. They are freaking out. They are worried they're not going to get the letter in the mail on time and then reinstate their coverage. So you're actually able to download the exact letter that was sent, which I will do right now, and open it up as a PDF, and you can see timestamped when it was mailed. You can see where it was mailed and all details associated with that COBRA qualifying event. So again, very easy. And this is generated overnight, the day that after we receive, or I should say the evening that we received the qualifying event notification from PeopleSoft. So all pretty much in real time. And of course, that letter is scanned every single time before it goes out in the mail the following day. And finally, we've got the audit section, which basically allows you to see every single change that has been made to James Potter's account and who it was made by. So you can see in here a couple of my colleagues have made changes over the time, whether it's the coverage letter or anything like that, the termination itself, triggering the payment, all of those things, all visible. So if you come in and you say, who generated a report or who sent out that letter, who updated the system, it's all transparent to you. Scrolling down a little bit further, we've got the various benefits that are COBRA eligible. Now, of course, this is going to be set up during your implementation process and verified, and also, again, changing during your renewal process as your plans change and the rates change. But again, nice to be able to come in here and easily be able to access what the plans were as of a certain date. So if I want to check, hey, what was our plan premiums back in 2024, I could just come up here and look at a different year. And finally, but probably most important, is our reporting section. So there is an element of ad hoc reporting, but typically 99% of our clients are just using our core reports, which we have generated and customized and are available right at your fingertips. And where does this come in handy? It can come in handy in a variety of different situations, but I think the most important is to reconcile your carrier invoices, because Clarity is going to remit premium each month in arrears back into the county's bank account. So we might deposit $26,000 into your account. You are then going to need to identify who and what premium does this represent. So you simply go to disbursement details, for example, and there's a couple of different reports that can assist with this. I think the letter reports can be beneficial, participant reports, and see who's made their elections. But for the purpose of this demo, I'll just go up here to disbursement details, and I'm going to go ahead and put in a plan year here. Let's go with January 1st of 2024 to December 31st of 2024, and I can view the report. And just takes a moment to load. I can see that there were some reimbursements issued back towards the end of 2024, and I will spread this out and click on October. And now I can see who has made their premium payments, and each of these numbers over here is basically a participant identification code, and by clicking one, I will go right to that participant. But I can see the detail type, disbursement, the 2% that Clarity would retain, who the carrier is, and was the premium dispersed back to the employer bank account, which is the norm, or was it dispersed back to the carrier? So all of that information is available right in here. And of course, like I mentioned a minute ago, I can just click on that 70 link and it will bring me to the employee that is represented there. So if the county does use, employee IDs or something along those lines, you can see this brought me right back to this individual right here. So, and this is Luke Cage. So very easy to access. And again, our team of experts will walk our clients through the reporting capabilities, how to add a subsidy, anything they might need to know about this platform. And then again, you also have the ongoing support throughout the course of the year at your fingertips through your dedicated client service executive and your client relationship manager. So with that being said, I will go ahead and end the recording right here. And if anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are also more than happy to set up a live demo at your convenience in the next couple of days. Thank you so much for your consideration, and we hope to be working with you. Thank you.